Okay, guys. Thanks for taking time out and jumping onto this call because what we've got for you is absolutely insane. What your friend has invited you to will literally blow your mind. I'm telling you, like no gas, this is gonna absolutely blow your mind. But my name's Tyrone Reed, 23 years old. I'm not gonna start this off. I'm gonna hand it over to a guy called Daniel Brown, who's an absolute boss in this business. You have to understand this guy is the fastest growing team in my network, in my whole organization. He's got an international business. He knows exactly how this works. So what he's going to do is he's just going to run you through just a brief idea on the concept of what we've got our hands on. All right, guys. So yeah, Danny, can you hear me? Okay. Can you get
Yeah,
on?
yeah, that's fine, bro. Thanks for the introduction, man.
No worries.
Yeah, guys, as Tyrone says, like this is something absolutely massive. Your friends or your family member wouldn't have invited you to view this business if they didn't think that you could benefit in some way, shape, or form. So, just a brief introduction to myself. I'm Daniel, 21 years old, average guy. You know what I mean? Been working at McDonald's for the last 4 years, so that kind of puts in perspective how average I am. And I'm also in my second year of university studying business and management. And I was in your position 12 months ago, and the best advice I can offer you really is to just keep that open mind. Because as you can see from the presentation, you only live once, but if you do it right, once is certainly enough. So literally, just to get straight into it, guys, we don't want to keep you for too long. What we're going to be basically going through in today's kind of webinar is firstly what most people will never learn. You know what I mean? Like I know this is a lot to take in, but we try and put this opportunity in perspective for so many people. But it's better to just open your mind from the start because what you're going to hear today is literally going to blow your mind. So what we're going to learn is how to stop working for money and make your money start working for you. The second thing is how you can build a passive residual income and a financial wall around yourself. Now, if you're wondering what residual income is, don't worry, I was in the same boat. And the reason why that is because if you're anything like me, you got taught to go to school. You didn't get taught to make money, you got taught to become an employee and trade what is your most valuable asset, which is your time, for money. And now because there's only a certain amount in the time, in the day, the week or the month, it means that you're always going to be restricted on how much money you can potentially earn. So earning money is definitely not the option. Whereas a residual income is what this business, what you're going to be hearing about today is. What you're literally hearing about now, guys, is a 3 to 5 year part-time plan to where if you work at this for the next 3 to 5 years, you'll be in a position financially where you will never have to worry about money again. And as I said, I know that that sounds ridiculous, but just remember that it's your friends or your family member that have invited you to view this. And the way you're going to do that is by tapping into the three fastest growing industries in the world, guys. You know what I mean? And just to put that in perspective, imagine if you could go back 10 years and put money into, say, Microsoft, Apple, or Google at their introductory stages. Like, you probably wouldn't be where you are now. You'd be driving a different car in a different house in a different postcode. And it is mad to think that a small decision like that could have a massive impact on your life. And the simple reason is because of residual income. You know what I mean? A famous quote by a very successful businessman called Art Jonak. If you understood the residual income, you'd walk through a brick wall to get it, guys. You know what I mean? This is why Michael Jackson has been dead for 5 years, but yet he probably made more money than every single person in this call put together. You know what I mean, guys? It's a very, very powerful form of income, way to create wealth. And the great news is that anyone can do this. You know what I mean? We're literally learning from being mentored by millionaires, professional athletes, doctors, lawyers, students. I'm a McDonald's worker, you know what I mean? You can't get any more average, but we're making this work because the system that we've got in place, it works. You know what I mean, guys? So the reason why basically your friend wanted to show you this business is because, as I said, they thought you could benefit in some way, shape, or form. So what is this company? The company is called Vemma. It's a health and wellness company that was founded in late 2004, early 2005 by the guy on the left, BK Barreco. Now, BK started in the industry because his parents, mum and dad, they both died of heart disease and cancer within a 3 year period. So he kind of made it his mission, you know what I mean, to make sure that other people didn't go through the same kind of pain and suffering. And using that experience, he's managed to take this company to over 50 countries around the world. Like, this is nothing small. This is absolutely huge. Now, for myself, I'm not really a story kind of guy. I like the facts, the figures, the credibility, where the company was, where it is, and where it's going. And when you find out that about this company, it will blow your mind. Because in terms of sales, Vemma, after a short period of 9 years, went from zero to $221 million in a year. You know what I mean? That was up 89% on the year before, where we'd done 117 million. And in the next 3 years, we're on track to become $1 billion business, which is 800% growth, guys. Now, we're not meaning to just chuck figures at you here. We're showing you the numbers because numbers don't lie. And to bring it a bit closer to home, Great Britain was actually up 1,188% in January. You know what I mean? So what that told me when I was hearing about this was that Vemma's been working for 9 years without me. It's going to carry on working with or without me. So I personally just wanted to be a part of it when it did go, because as you can see from the figures on the screen, this is working all around the world. And because the growth this company's seen, it's making multi-millionaires leave their companies to join Vemma. The guy on the bottom left, Anthony Powell, he used to work for a company called Herbalife, started when he was 19. By the age of 26, he was financially free. Fast forward to the age of 41, this guy became their #1 distributor, earning nothing less than $500,000 a month. You know what I mean, guys? Ridiculous amounts of money. And on the 6th of January last year, 2013, he left Herbalife behind, left 500 grand a month behind to join this company, saying that Vemma was going to be the biggest explosion in affiliate marketing history. Affiliate marketing, the second highest paid profession after professional athletics. You know what I mean, guys? So unless you can run like Usain Bolt or kick a ball like Messi, you are in the right place at the right time with the right people, guys. You know what I mean? But on top of that, we've also partnered with the guy in the middle. This guy is known as America's personal trainer. He's got a show over there called Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition, and is the author of a #1 selling book, Choose to Lose. And he has attached his name, his face, and his reputation to our products because what they're doing for people all around the world. And then finally, we've got Dr. Oz. You know what I mean? Third most prestigious doctor on this planet, has had our products on his show on 3 separate occasions because of the health benefits. This is Oprah Winfrey's personal doctor, guys. You know what I mean? And the reason why we stress this credibility is because if you're anything like me again, when I was in your position, I had my arms crossed thinking, what's this dodgy thing my friends invited me to? So we know where you're at, and this is why we want to just show you that what you're listening to is real. What you're listening to is massive. You know what I mean, guys? We want to put that in perspective. So the way to do that is by showing this credibility. And the facts are that Vemma's actually won over 100 awards in the space of 3 years and counting. We also won the Stevie Award, which is the same award that Steve Jobs won for Apple. You know what I mean? We're also affiliated with multi-billion-dollar associations. Like, we're in the UK, but we've all heard of the NBA, official energy drink of the NBA's Phoenix Suns basketball team and the Phoenix Coyotes NHL hockey team. Our energy drink range won Health Product of the Year in Miss Fitness magazine. Energy drinks are known as poison of the youth, guys. You know what I mean? So you can tell that we're already doing something that's out of the ordinary. And also, we've got our own Verve NASCAR. You know what I mean? So just understand credibility when you see it and realize that no company could have saw this kind of growth unless they had an absolutely phenomenal product to back it. You know what I mean? And we have that product. Now, to get someone to introduce this product, I want to introduce a very close friend of mine and one of my mentors in this business who I learn a lot from. And basically, look, this is a wealth of knowledge, guys. We say in this business that success leaves clues. So if you want to know how to become successful at something, follow the successful people. Now, this guy has the fastest growing team in the whole of the UK, guys. You know what I mean? So really pay attention, and this product means a lot to him. So over to you, brother.
Yo, thank you, Danny B. Thank you for that nice introduction, man. You got me smiling from cheek to cheek, man. But guys, I want you guys to understand who you guys just heard from. You guys heard from Daniel Brown, Danny B. Like, he's literally pioneering the movement in the West Midlands. So if any of you guys are there, I suggest that you look horns with him and literally take this with him. Because, man, now I'm just going to explain to you the product side of things. But I just want to reassure you that your friend hasn't invited you onto this call at 10 o'clock to have me trying to sell you anything. You get what I'm saying? Because that would just be mean. And secondly, this isn't sales. I'm not a salesman. I mean, I'm far too average to be a salesman. I'm 22 without a beard. You know what I'm saying? But it's literally, the Vemma formula will actually allow Vemma to literally get to where they are, making the millions that they've got. So Vemma's an acronym standing for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. Now, if you guys knew how healthy this was, you should be wondering why it's not actually coming through your taps. And myself personally, when I have my formula in the morning, I just filter through the plastic bottle with it. Because literally the acronym, what they put into a 2-ounce shot. Now, this is no bigger than an Actimel or a Yakult. Now, the reason why it's so healthy, because let's have a look at vitamins to begin with. It's got your full spectrum worth of vitamins. So your vitamins A to E, there's 12 of them. You've got your E and your M, which are essential minerals. So it's got 65 plant-based ionic-sized minerals. Now, the reason why this is huge, because us as human beings, we can't naturally produce minerals. We have to get them from an outside source. But the problem with our soil at the moment, we're not getting that in our diets. So it's no wonder why you got people like Dr. Linus Pauling saying that you can trace every sickness, every disease, and every ailment back to a mineral deficiency. So that was absolutely huge when I found that out. The next letter you have is M, which is mangosteen. Now, for me, when this presented to me, I got excited. Because me being from the Caribbean, I was like, yeah, mangoes, I'm all about that. I had juice dribbling down my chin. I was getting ready to suck the seed and all sorts. When I realized that, it's mangosteen, it's got nothing to do with mangoes. It's even better than that. Mangosteen is actually a small fruit found in Southeast Asia. Now, the reason why they decided to put mangosteen in the formula is because you've got people like Dr. Oz, who Danny B mentioned earlier, calling this one of the top 5 superfoods on the planet. I mean, it's actually been nicknamed the Queen of Fruits. And that's because, not to get into too much of a science lesson, but that's because it's got something called xanthan, which are very, very high in antioxidants. And now what that means is that if your antioxidants increase more than 15% or more in the blood, it means you're less likely to get cancer. And the last layer there you've got is aloe vera. Now this has already been world renowned for being good for your hair, your skin, your teeth and your nails. And there's also decaffeinated green tea, but they didn't want to call it Vemma, so they just call it Vemma. But BK and Vemma, they couldn't rely on people like me with a dodgy shape up to tell you that Vemma is good for you. So what they did is that they got Vemma published in 2 different journal articles. Because when BK went to Dr. Oz and said, look, Dr. Oz, I've got this fantastic formula, Dr. Oz said, yeah, this is brilliant. However, if you get this clinically studied, you literally blow away the market. Because most supplements out there haven't been tested to do what they say they do, especially like in Holland and Barrett, for example. So Vemma went that one step further and got it clinically published in 2 different journal articles for saying it's what it says it does. It got published in the Journal of Medicinal Foods and the Journal of Agriculture and Food Chemistry. And me coming from a university background, the reason why it really stood out for me is because at uni, they teach you things like, don't look at Wikipedia, don't look at internet resources, you've got to look at journal articles. So the fact that this got published twice for boosting your immune system, getting rid of the free radical cells in your body, in published in a journal article really stood out for me. But moving on, because it's still recognized that not everybody's going to get excited about, drinking a 2-ounce shot. Because if I took this 2-ounce shot to one of my friends and said, look, this is really helpful, you should go drink it, they'll just look at me and say, okay, cool, I'll meet you at McDonald's. Because as people nowadays, we don't necessarily care about our health until it actually hits you in the face. Like myself personally, my granddad, that's my dad's dad, he died of testicular cancer. My dad, he had the same cancer when I was younger, but he managed to kick his ass like a boss. But what's that saying about me? If my granddad had it and my dad had it, 9 times out of 10 that means I'm going to have it too, unless I do something about it. That's why health and wealth should be really, really important to you. So Vemma thought, okay, how can I get this formula into the mouths of everybody? So he just literally was more innovative. He literally put this 2-ounce shot, what I mentioned earlier, and put it into every one of the Vemma products that we have. So you still have the original Vemma formula. But what they tapped into, which is much, 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 much bigger, is the energy drinks. Why? Because the energy drinks are $12.5 billion industry, projected to increase to 21.5 by 2017. That's literally just over the next 3 years. So literally just ask yourself, do you, or how many people do you know who actually consumes energy drinks? I mean, people have them before they go out to a rave, and if they got the vodka, they mix a little bit of Red Bull with it. Or if you're trying to do that assignment where you should have done 6 months ago, but you left it the night before, you can have an energy drink to keep you going. Or before you play sport, you might have an energy drink to keep going. Literally, energy drinks are huge. But the problem is, energy drinks which are out there, like Danny B said, they're the poison of the youth. You know what I'm saying? Red Bull was sued £86 million last year for killing a guy in Brooklyn, New York called Corey Terry. You know what I'm saying? They've been shown to send people blind. So it's no wonder when I go out to a club and the girls don't really show me that attention, because they're mixing their vodka with Red Bull and sending themselves blind and not really seeing what I'm really about. But anyway, what Vemma did, they literally got a healthy alternative to Verve. The first can you see there on your left, Verve energy drink. Now this is the official sponsor of the NBA team, the Phoenix Suns. That's absolutely huge. The second can you got there, Verve Bold, that sexy black can. Now this was voted Health Product of the Year 2013. Not healthiest energy drink, but this is actually voted Health Product of the Year. Now that literally just blew my mind. And as that was actually featured in the Miss Fitness magazine as well. You also have Verve Party. Now guys, we're in the UK. The whole world thinks that we drink tea with our pinky sticking out listening to the Queen. You know what I'm saying? Because the tea industry is huge. It's like the third highest consumed beverage on the planet. So people thought, okay, let's make a tea. Simple. The next one you got there is Verb Zero Sugar. Now this is good for anybody who needs to control their sugar levels, for example, people with diabetes. And finally on your far right, you've got a low carb shot, which is like almost like a great pre-workout. But that isn't all they did, because the other line they brought out is by Chris Powell, which is the Vemma body line. Like guys, you need to understand Chris Powell. If you've got Instagram, literally follow him on Instagram. You see that he's got a show called Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition on ABC channel, which pulls in like 4 million views an episode. I mean, that's like the equivalent of our Big Brother or EastEnders over here in the UK. And they literally help people to lose weight during this weight management line. I mean, you've got the white can there, Body Burn. I mean, that's great because that's got 20 grams of protein in it and 7 grams of fiber for any of you guys who are interested in that for the gym. You've also got a product called Vemma First. And that blew my mind too because that's essentially like Lucozade but Vemma's version as well. And finally, you've got the 12-week challenge. Now, this is literally where people start a challenge. They have a mobile app to go with it. So that's essentially like having Chris and Hardy in their pocket, telling them when to eat, how to train, etc. And you can send in your before and after results to possibly win prizes and different trips. You know what I'm saying? And in 2 different pilot studies, they showed on average, people lost on average of roughly 6 or 7 kg. That's absolutely huge. I mean, if I lost 6 or 7 kg, I'll turn into skeleton. But anyway, it's exciting because in the over 2014, they got more products coming up. Because Vemma always like to stay one step ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, let's look at Starbucks. One of Starbucks' leading products is the iced vanilla latte. But you don't get no bucks in Starbucks. So Vemma thought, okay then, let's make an iced vanilla latte. But the difference is they put the Vemma formula in it to bring out Verve Mojo. And that's huge because coffee, like think about it, how many people you know who drink coffee? You know what I'm saying? Everybody drinks coffee. This is the second highest consumed beverage on the planet. Next one you got there, Vemma Super Juice. Now, how many people you know who actually drinks juice? You know what I'm saying? Nearly everybody drinks juice. So they decided to make a Vemma juice. However, this also has silica in it. So people always ask me like, okay, which one is going to be good for females? So girls, if any of you guys are listening, Vemma Super Juice, that's there for you. It's good for your hair, your skin, your nails. At the bottom there, you got a ready-to-go protein shake in a can. Like my mentor says, Joe Ash Miller, he always says that, why has nobody ever thought about this before? You know what I'm saying? Because most guys, they go to the gym, they do a mean arm workout. You know what I'm saying? They do a mean bicep curls and barely scratch their head afterwards, the arm's too dead. They can't really spend time shaking up a protein shake. It comes thick like Big Bear's porridge. You know what I'm saying? So Vemma thought, right, let's make a ready-to-go protein shake in a can. Boom, there you go. The next one you got there, a Verve Bold shot. So I already mentioned to you that Verve Bold was voted Health Products of the Year 2013. Let's just make another concentrated formula and put that out there. And finally, you got Verve Zero Sugar. Now, I always like to say, like I mentioned to you guys, Vemma is an acronym standing for Vitamins, Essential Minerals, Mangosteen, and Aloe Vera. But what we like to say also stands for is very exciting money-making activities. Because if I told you that, based on the health products what I just mentioned, if I told you that Vemma doesn't pay people like myself and Danny B to sell these products, if I told you that this company simply pays us to buy them for ourselves and to simply tell our friends about it, wouldn't it be a no-brainer to find out exactly how it works? This is why I want to pass you guys over to an absolutely phenomenal leader by the name of Tyron Reed. Like guys, if you guys knew where he's going with this business, you should literally be sitting onto the edge of your seats to listen to what he has to say. Because he's personally helped me out so much, and I'm honored to say that I'm working with him. I mean, we call him an encyclopedia in this business. So literally, Tyron, man, over to you, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Coyote. Yeah, guys, what we've got our hands on is absolutely insane, and I'm going to show you exactly why this makes the world of sense, because this business makes the world of sense. As you see, we've got products that we're already consuming on a regular basis: energy drinks, coffee, tea, weight management products. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now we've just got a business model that makes the world of sense. So a big question that I'm always asked is why haven't I seen this? Like, why haven't I seen this in a shop before? You know what I mean? Now, the fact of the matter is, when you're putting products into shops, 9 out of 10 companies advertise on television or in the national press. All right, now, 50% is what the average company spends on advertising on TV and in the national press, like 50% of their total income. All right, now, the fact of the matter is, what were the last 5 adverts you saw on TV? Ask yourself that simple question. I finished my degree a year ago. I was asked what were the last 5 adverts you saw on TV. I couldn't give the answer. It was the hardest question I've been asked all year. You know what I mean? Like literally, it's kind of mad. Companies put so much money into advertising on TV, and no one's paying much attention to it. But the fact of the matter is, 72% of what we buy because our friend recommended it to us. 72%. You know what I mean? Think about the games that you currently own, the films that you've watched, restaurants that you've been to, clothes that you've bought, makeup that you currently wear, all recommended by friends. You go onto a website now to buy something. What does it have? Reviews, all word of mouth recommendation. You know what I mean? So 72% you buy because your friend recommended it to you. But on top of that, we naturally share great products and services anyway. And Vemma recognize that. Vemma recognize the simple fact that we are the most socially connected demographic in the whole of history. You think about how many of your friends have currently got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Skype, Snapchat, WhatsApp, like all of these different networking devices. You know what I mean? So Vemma saw that, okay, we're massively socially connected, and 72% of what everyone buys, they buy because it's recommended to a friend. Why not just tap into the social networks and pay people, the customers, to simply recommend this to their friends? It's the most simple concept going. And to show you how big this concept is, even some of the largest companies in the world and in this country are doing this. Virgin Media and Sky TV, you know what I mean? Most companies, most households are literally linked to these companies because we've all got Virgin Media or Sky TV in our house. Now, Virgin Media say, blessed are the friends that recommend others. You know what I'm saying? So literally, if you recommend Virgin Media to a friend, you're going to get a £50 voucher off your next bill. You know what I mean? £50 off your next bill. It's to share what you love about Sky TV with a friend and both get a £75 voucher. That's exactly what we do. Exact same thing. All we're doing is sharing a product or service. You know what I mean? And getting compensated for it. But what Vemma saw is how big this can become. Because all Sky do is they just pay it out to the one person. You know what I mean? Vemma saw that this can go into a market where every one of us can get compensated. And the market's known as the affiliate marketing industry. Now you have to understand that companies like Amazon.com, companies like eBay, these are affiliate marketing companies. Amazon did 70 billion last year alone. 70 billion, paid out 2.4 billion to their affiliates. As you saw, Vemma's at 221 million pounds per year, $221 million, sorry, per year, and we're paying out 45%. So think about what this is going to look like when it grows. It's going to be absolutely insane. Now, literally, the thing about Vemma is it's easy to understand. There's no membership fees. There's no sign-up fees. There's no long-term commitments. All you are is a customer. This is the most simple concept going. You know what I mean? But the only way we become successful is by helping the newest people to become successful. That's it, man. So to give you a concept of how this works, how you build your network, it's so simple. But imagine, yeah, this may sound mad random, but imagine if I was to give you guys watching this a Coke machine. You know, say put the Coke machine wherever you want. Say you put it in a local train station, for example. You'd probably make a couple £100 a month off of it. You know what I mean? But what if every single person that bought a Coke from that Coke machine got their own Coke machine? So you buy the Coke and then you end up with a Coke machine yourself. And then you can put that Coke machine wherever you want. And then everyone that went to your Coke machine, you know what I mean? They bought a Coke and got their own Coke machine. You'd end up with hundreds, like thousands, tens of thousands eventually of Coke machines all around the world. Now, when you think about it, what if every single time a bit of money went through just one of those Coke machines, doesn't matter which one it is, your income went up? That is exactly what Vemma did. But instead of doing vending machines, they decided to utilize people. Because like I was saying, we're massively connected, massively connected. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact of the matter is, if you want to go the retail store route, it's long, man. You know what I mean? You've got buildings to pay for. You've got leases, land, fixtures, equipment. You know what I mean? And like I said, Amazon did 70 billion last year, just last year alone. When was the last Amazon shop you went into? You know what I'm saying? It's all online. So if Vemma just decided, yo, let's tap into people. These guys are massively connected. Let's just utilize them. So in terms of how you get involved in Vemma, it's so simple. I can't stress how simple this is. You're just a customer. It's all you are. You are just a customer. You got two types of customers in this business, just two. First type of customer, that's a customer who just wants to enjoy the product. So they buy a bit of product to enjoy for themselves. But that customer also has the possibility of getting free product. Imagine having a clinically studied formula, something that's clinically studied to suppress and reduce 202 illnesses and diseases in your body, and you're drinking that for free. You know what I'm saying? You got the second type of customer. That's what myself, Coyote, and Danny are, which is known as an affiliate. How you become an affiliate is literally you just buy the product for yourself, recommend it to one friend, you become an affiliate. You're now able to start generating money. Absolutely insane. Now, how this grows is mad. Like I said, you recommend this to one friend, you're going to become an affiliate. You recommend this to two friends, you're going to start building the business in an insane way. Now, this frustrates me sometimes because some people look at this and think pyramid scheme. It irritates me because the fact of the matter is that's just literally how any hierarchy looks. You know what I mean? Think of your school. That's the head teacher at the top. You got deputy heads, heads of departments, teachers. Everything's structured in that exact same way. You know what I mean? Everything. But the thing with pyramid scheme is you can't out-earn the person above you. There's no tangible product or commodity. We all have Vemma, you know what I mean? We're consuming this on a day-to-day basis. But the great thing I love about Vemma is you can out-earn anyone. It doesn't matter where you join or when you join. You can out-earn anyone. The 7th highest income earner in Vemma is a 23-year-old that's been doing this for 3 years named Alex Morton. It doesn't matter when you start or where you start. We're almost 10 years old. This guy, everyone's got like almost 10 years on him. 3 years coming, bam, 90 grand a month, £90,000 a month. What this can grow into. But how we build this is simple. Like I said, you only need to introduce this to 2 friends, but you can introduce it to more. All right, so you introduce this to 2 friends. And what the concept is we just show them the best ways to build the business, and they go out there and just share this with their friends. To find a few friends that want to consume the product or want to generate an income or both. You know what I mean? And then what they do is they introduce it to their friends and so on and so forth. So what we find is 2 becomes 6, 6 becomes 14, 14 becomes 30. This grows and it grows and it grows. I've been doing this for like a year. You know what I mean? Just over a year now. I've brought on board 13 friends personally. And it's grown into a network of like 400 plus people in like 8 countries. It's huge what this is becoming. The reason why it says on the left, by securing your place in the network, people drop into your team. We only build 2 lines of distribution, a left side and a right side. Like that's why you only need 2 people to start building a successful business. Like I said, I've introduced 13 friends. That means I put 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and the remaining 11, they went on either the left or the right. So if I put Coyote on my left, I put Danny on my right, and I wanted to bring, let's say, my sister into the team, you know what I mean? And I put my sister on the right-hand side underneath Coyote. When my sister orders products, that helps Coyote to get paid. This is a simple concept that makes the world of sense, because what that does is that means it helps everyone to leverage each other's time. You know what I mean? The power of leverage. Now, the fact of the matter is, as an employee, you can only leverage about 40 to 50 hours a week. As a business owner, you're talking you can put in a bit more, like 60 to 70 hours. But imagine if you were busy, like I was when I got started, because I was finishing university. You know what I mean? In my last year at university, doing my dissertation, revising for essays, exams, I was commuting 120 miles round trip every single day to university. On top of that, working 16 hours a week as a gym instructor, which was 60 miles from my university, and playing for my basketball team. I was busy. You know what I mean? But imagine if you could only put 5 hours a week into your business. This is just hypothetically. All right, just 5 hours a week. It's 1 hour a day, weekends off. All right. Now, imagine if you had a team of 10 people that could all do the same, just 5 hours a week. Not including your own, that's 50 hours a week going into your business. If you have a team of 100, that's 500 hours per week going into your business. You understand? There's only 168 hours in a week. That's why leveraging time makes the world of sense. Because if you restrict your income to time, you'll never be able to build your income to what it could truly become, because time is restricted. So if your income is attached to time, you're going to be restricted on how much income you can make. And this is why I always ask people a simple question, like, which is, would you want to be wealthy in life? And everyone asks the question. Everyone raises their hands. Everyone says yes. And I say something simple like, okay, well, have all of you guys heard of Joey Essex? And everyone says yes. Everyone's heard of Joey Essex from Towie, you know what I mean? Then I say, have you heard of Andrew Carnegie? The hands are just down. Or Raymond Kroc. Hands are down, no one says nothing. You know what I mean? Fact of the matter is, Andrew Carnegie, he was the richest man in the world at the turn of the century. In 1900, he was the richest man in the world. He's dead now. Now, Andrew Carnegie, his assets today are worth $293 billion. He would be the richest man in the world right now. He says, and I quote, I would rather 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my own. He realizes when you work by yourself, you're always going to minimize what you can make. You work as a team. No one knows who Raymond Kroc is. He's the owner of McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Raymond Kroc flipping burgers and serving you in McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? He's got a team of people that do that. This is what you want to build. You want to build a team of people who all work together. I work with my team, they work with me. It's massive. Because what Vemma's about is everyone putting in small amounts of effort, which leads to massive, massive results. And those results are in how we get paid, because there's 9 different ways in terms of how we get paid. 9 different ways. Think about how you get paid in your normal job. You're looking at around about like 3 ways maximum, like normal time, overtime, and bonuses. No one likes overtime, and bonuses are a myth now. They're just deleted, so it's more or less like 2. You know what I'm saying? So it's mad. We're getting paid in 9 different ways. 6 of them are passive. I'm not even going to go into how the 9 ways in terms of how you get paid. Your friend who invited you onto the call can send you a short video, like a 7-minute video that breaks down all 9 ways, like simply. But this is the rank advancement chart. You know what I mean? And this is like the income that people are generating. Now, my friend, my best friend who introduced me to this, Jamie Johns, he's what's known as an executive leader, which is like the 7th rank, all right? He is the highest income earner in the whole of the UK right now. The guy's picking up anywhere between 2,500 and 3 grand a month. All right, age 23, 1 GCSE, got a distinction in college, dropped out of university. He's an average individual. You know what I'm saying? He saw an opportunity, he took it serious and ran with it. My best friend has been doing this 4 days longer than myself. This can become whatever you want it to become. But what you have to understand is, I said he's the highest paid income earner in the whole of the UK. All right, now, to me and to you, that should be screaming opportunity, because he's only at the 7th rank. There's 18 ranks. You know what I mean? He's just got a company paid Mercedes-Benz, 40 grand car. It's kind of mad, because literally there's less than 3,000 people that do Vemma in the whole of the UK. Less than 3,000. You get to the point, because this is where everyone's aiming at, presidential and above, like the elite levels. You get to the point where you've got an organization of around about 1,500 people. You're looking at 100 grand a year with no boss, no job, no hours. My good friend and mentor, Brad Sarver, he's hit that rank. He mentors us. He shows us how to build this business. His parents, Dan and Kathy Sarver, scroll down a bit, Royal Ambassador, $1 million a year. You know what I'm saying, guys? Ruth and Jeff Elliott, who mentored them, who helps us, Royal Ambassador, she makes like over $2 million a year. Absolutely huge. What he's seen is legend. It hasn't even been touched yet. That's $1 million a month. What this can become is huge. And I'm not saying this is some fairy tale where you put in no effort and hit legend within the space of 3 months. You know what I mean? It's not that. This is a business where you build skills. You build skills. And trust me, these skills will pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you guys. I am telling you, see, like, this is absolutely massive. And that's the business. That's it. Buy the product, consume it ourselves. We get a website which kind of acts like our vending machine. And bam, our friends order through our website. They get their own website, so on and so forth. It continues. It's simple. That's why Daniel's saying this makes sense. You know what I mean? Absolutely makes sense. So what's next? How do we get started? What do we have to do? 3 steps. All right. Enroll, teach, duplicate. That's all we do. Enroll, teach, duplicate. So step 1, enroll. Get involved on a 1-pack or a 2-pack. All right, so option 1, the 1-pack. What that's going to do is going to make you eligible for 2 of the 9 bonuses. And it's going to give you product to consume, because the one thing you want to be doing is consuming this and getting the health benefits. You really, really want to be consuming these products. You know what I mean? But option 2 is the 2-pack, which what that's going to do is it's going to make you eligible for 7 of the 9 bonuses. But it's going to give you product to consume and to sample, which is powerful because your friends get to try it, and it's huge. And the mad thing is Vemma offers 100% satisfaction guarantee, which means if you don't like the product, what they'll do is, I mean, you can just ship it back, just empty cans, and then they'll give you your money back. That's how confident we are in this product and its results that it brings. This is huge, man. So step 2, which is to teach. All right, we enroll a few friends. Then what we do is we teach them how to build the business. So, okay, imagine where it says you. All right, that's me. Right, I always do this, and it kind of sounds confusing with you and me, and I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about me. All right, I ain't talking about you. You is me. Okay, so me. All right, I'm bottom left. Now, the prospect, let's say Coyote isn't involved in the business. Coyote's my prospect. That's my friend, all right? So me and Coyote have a trust relationship, but Coyote would know me as the joker, you know what I mean? Tyrone ain't that serious. He ain't a businessman, you know what I mean? But Danny B, he's the boss. He's the one that's absolutely killing this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like to Coyote, yo, bro, I've got a huge opportunity, you know what I'm saying, which I'm finding mad difficult to explain. I don't really want to confuse you at all, but I want you to speak to my friend Daniel. He's an absolute boss in this business. Daniel's a gold leader. He's got a business in like 3 different countries. You know what I'm saying? He's in like the top 25 income earners in the whole of the UK, 21 years old. He's absolutely killing this. And I know you can too. So I want you to speak to him to see whether this is something that you could do. Okay, so what that does is, because Coyote and Daniel, they don't know each other. So that builds credibility between Daniel and Coyote. You see what I'm saying? So me and Coyote have a trust relationship, and me and Daniel have a trust relationship because he's my upline, he's my friend. But Coyote and Daniel don't. So I edify Daniel, and now they have that credibility and that minor trust relationship. And that's how we build the business. The newest people don't explain anything. The worst thing you can do is go away and try and explain this to your friend. Oh, you drink the drink and you get paid. I did that. It didn't work. You know what I mean? Tom Alcazan, who makes $400,000 a month, created this system. It's the best system I've seen. You know what I mean? So literally, all we do is edify an upline. Bam, they break it down on our behalf. You know what I mean? You then end up becoming the upline because you get success, and you just do the same thing. Simple. So we enroll, then we teach people what to do. Which is that simple system. What that creates is duplication. Step 3, duplication. The people who you've enrolled, they start enrolling a few friends. The people that they've enrolled, they start enrolling a few friends, because our job is to get you off to the fastest start possible. So what we do is we want to turn you from a customer to an affiliate. So all that is you become a customer, bam, we just get you to recommend this to a friend. What that does is that gives you a login to our app. You can download the app right now from App Store or Google Play. You know what I mean? The app's going to show you the money you're making. It's going to show you how big your team is. It's going to show you how close you are to the company paid car, how close you are to getting free product. So your business is running for free. You're not even paying for your product. You're getting paid to recommend it. Huge. But what Vemma then offer is a back office, which is like a more in-depth version of the app. All right, and this is going to show you just like so much more depth of how big your team is, where your team are located, everything's mad. But then on top of that, you get yourself a fully fledged e-commerce website, and this is the only way we differ from Amazon.com. So the website, this is Daniel Brown, this is Danny's website. You know what I mean? Now, if you was to go to Amazon, if you wanted to buy a product from Amazon, you'd go to Amazon.co.uk. You know what I mean? And what you'd find is a load of affiliates who have their own profiles. Or if you went to eBay, you'd go to ebay.co.uk and you'd find a load of affiliates that have their own profiles. Vemma just give each individual their own website rather than giving them a profile on one generic website. It's the only way we differ. It's a lot more professional. We get our own website, man. It's massive. It's free. You know what I mean? So absolutely insane. But one thing is you guys right now, you have the opportunity to become a part of the fastest growing team in the whole of the UK. You have to understand, we're packing rooms with 350 people. This isn't the first exposure that we're showing people today. So we've been doing events just like this, you know what I'm saying? Then we jump on webinars and we do calls afterwards. People are interested. So literally, if this is for you, make sure you get back to the person who invited you onto the call. Ask the world of questions, you know what I mean? If they can't answer them, they'll get you in touch with someone like myself, Coyote or Daniel, someone who's been involved in the business a bit longer, Lewis, you know what I'm saying? Jamie Johns, Phil Faulkner, Mitch Pearson, Paul Dean, whoever, you know what I mean? They'll get you in touch. These guys can answer your questions, all right? So if this is for you, we look forward to building your Vemma business with you. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing you guys have to realize is when I came across this opportunity, I was graduating from university with a 0-hour contract at the gym, doing minimal hours, man. I couldn't support myself if I was to move out. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying there wasn't a way, but it was just a simple fact of, I don't want to spend the rest of my life, the next 50 years, working for somebody whose aim it is to pay me as little as possible. You know what I mean? Where do you think the concept of minimum wage comes from? You know what I'm saying? I can't have that. So for me to see an opportunity like this, I jumped on board the next day. And I'm not trying to pressure that onto you guys, but I'm saying one thing you have to realize is how you build wealth in life. It's putting yourself in front of a trend before it becomes trendy. Because if you guys right now were to invest into Apple, how much money would you make over the next year? But if you was to invest in Apple, let's say 30 years ago, back in the 80s, how much money would your shares be worth today? You get me? Before it became trendy, before it created the iPhone, before it created the iPad, and so on and so forth. And that's what this is. This is literally like hearing about Microsoft, Google, or Apple in their introductory stages, because there's right now 2,500 to 3,000 people active in Vemma, the whole of the UK, with a population of 66.3 million. You've got the most serious people committed to this right about now. So it's not about where this is now, it's about where this is going to become. And that's what you guys have to look at. So if this isn't for you, you better have a very, very good reason as to why it isn't. You know what I'm saying? So get back to the person that invited you. Thanks for taking time out of your evening to hear this. And yo, guys, let's make this happen, man. Get involved. Let's make this happen. Let's connect. All right. So yeah, get onto the next webinar, which will be in the next few days, or get out to one of our events. We run events all the time. Get in touch with your person who invited you onto the call. They can let you know when the events are. You can meet us in person. And yeah, man, speak to you guys soon. All right. Peace.